Yeah.
You know, I mean, like when you think of Florida, you think like Florida man. So the only state that you can say like the name of the state and then a man, and everybody's like, what did he do? You know, like, but that's Florida ecologically.
Yeah.
Like the entire center of it, the Everglades, is infested with Burmese pythons.
Yeah. Did you see that there's a competition every year to go out and kill as many as they can, and there's a monetary reward for people who kill. I think it's the most, or maybe the biggest. There's something like this.
And even that's not going to put it down.
No, it doesn't at all. People kill, during this competition, they kill hundreds, maybe thousands of these snakes, and it doesn't even touch them.
There's an estimate of 500,000. They think there might be 500,000 there. And there's a guy that's been on this podcast before. He calls himself Python Cowboy. He's quite a character. And didn't he give us a head? We got a head laying around here, right? You got it over there? That python head? But that dude, he has been catching them. He uses dogs. The dogs find where the nests are. And the video of these things, you know, you're pulling out this 15, 16, 17. I think he's got as big as like an 18-foot-long snake.
Wow.
They're hundreds of pounds. They're enormous.
They swallowed deer.
Yeah, they eat alligators. Yeah. They're eating alligators.
Thank goodness, because alligators are doing great. Like that's one thing I don't mind them doing. Like we need something that's hunting alligators.
That's another problem in Florida. It's infested with alligators
and
as well.
they used to be on the endangered species
when
list.
I lived there, they were on the endangered species list.
One of the class of 1967, right? The first species to be officially listed.
Why did they list them? And how?
Because they were almost gone at that point.
How did they do that? Like, I can't imagine that you could do that now. That you could get them to the point of extinction now. Because they're so hard to find. And they're everywhere.
Maybe it was.
I don't want to say they're so hard to find, but I mean, when they get in the water, you know, like you're not going to get all of them.
Yeah.
Like, how are you killing all of them?
There's a show. I don't know where it's on, but it's a show that's called Florida Man. I was watching it on a flight the other day, and seriously, and it goes through interactions that Florida men have, and one of them is about a dude who was kind of lost in his life, and he climbed over a fence that he shouldn't have climbed over, and went for a swim in a lake, and then an alligator bit off his arm, and that is that's the story. That's that particular.
Oh, I saw that guy in the news. That's the guy that like he had to walk like for a whole day with like one arm.
I don't know. I remember there was a guy who. I don't know. There's probably hundreds of stories like this. But in this video, and I was trying to sleep, so I'm probably wrong. In this video, he laid on the side of the lake, like probably bleeding to death, when an alligator that was in the shape of his mom, I think, came up to him and told him he had to get his ass up and move or he was going to die. And he was like, okay, Mom, I'll do that. It was, I don't know.
Oh, boy. He was probably not sober. I'd imagine that.
It was blood loss at that point.
Sure. And then also whatever contributed to making him climb that fence in the first place.
Right.
I won't play the video, but there you go.